that whenever you will be performing any experiment related to microbes or bacteria, everything should be sterile and autoclaved. So here we have steriled all the tubes, autoclaved all the tubes, and we have done numbering. We have autoclaved our Petri plates, and we have even autoclaved our pipette with this container itself. Okay, and that time we told you that you have to do this, all these things in proper clean surface in laminar flow, but when laminar flow is not available, you can do all that things on with the help of spirit lamp.
So we have rated the spirit lamp for maintaining the sterile conditions around the area where we are performing our experiment. Okay, so you go through your procedure and you read it properly. So here we are using portrait method, for which we will be using serial dilution. So we have, as Nisha ma'am already told you, that we have sterilized all the tubes in autoclave. So this is in the sterile tube we have taken the sample, okay, water sample, and in the other one we have taken the buffer dilution water. Okay, so what we will do, you might have learn about the problems related to, like, theory problems that of microbiology, and you will notice that every time they will give you data in 0.1, 0.001 and so on, dilutions. Okay, so the same thing we are doing here. What we are doing, we have prepared this dilution water. So we will take 9 ml of this buffer dilution water and pour it in all the 3 tubes. Okay. So first we are adding 9 ml of buffer dilution.
Remember to do everything in front of flame.
So we have poured 9 ml of buffer dilution in each tube. Now what we will do, we will add 1 ml of sample, water sample, okay, that you have received. So okay, in tube number 1 we have added 1 ml of sample. So if you are converting that in terms of ml of sample per ml of buffer dilution water, then that would be 0.1, right? So 0.1 ml dilution, that has become, so this tube 1 becomes 0.1 dilution. Okay. Then what will we do? We will take 1 ml of this 0.1 ml dilution and we will add it to tube number 2, and that will become 0.01, right? Similarly, we will add 1 ml of 0.01 to tube number 3, and that will ultimately become 0.001, right?
In short, if you are getting confused, see, we have labeled tubes 1, 2, 3. Our tube is of 0.1 dilution. So what you have to do, take 1 ml from 0.1 dilution, add it in tube number 2. It will become 0.01 dilution. Now take 1 ml from 0.01 dilution and add it to 0.00 and add it to tube number 3. That will become 0.001 dilution. Okay, so now we have done all the dilution. each dilution you have to prepare 2 Petri plates. Like for 0.1 dilution I am having 0.1 Petri plate, 2 Petri plate. Okay. Similarly for others. So now you have to take 1 ml from 0.1 dilution. So now I will add this. One ml from this in Petri plate. Open Petri plate in front of flame only. Don't bring it towards your face. Okay. Then similarly I have to add 1 ml from take 1 ml from the next dilution tube and pour it in 2 plates. Okay, so now this is a nutrient agar, and now what you have to do, nutrient agar, what is nutrient agar, for what it is used, that is all in your procedure. So what you have to do now, hold Petri plate like this. Okay, in front of flame. See, these 3 fingers should be there. Then open it near flame. Never keep your cotton plugs down, okay? Pour agar. Agar must not have lumps. Then keep this and just move it in the movement of 8, like imaginary 8. Okay, and then leave it for settling.
So we have prepared 2 like duplicate Petri plates for each dilution. Now we need to keep all these plates in incubator at 37 degrees centigrade for 24 to 48 hours. So after 24 hours we will check the growth, and then again we will keep it in incubator for next 24 hours. Like from this point on 24th and on 48th hour we will check the growth. One more thing, that you need to keep all these plates in inverted positions in incubator, so that nutrient agar won't be disturbed because of the water vapors that are formed due to condensation. So this is the growth after 24 hours. We will again check it at 48th hour. So this is the growth after 48 hours. Okay, so microbiology experiments are very sensitive. Okay, they are rarely successful at first trial. You need to do repetitions over and over again. So what happens, we are not even Nisha ma'am have told you while introducing to instruments that we are not even allowed to talk, but we had to talk, right? We had to explain you, so we had to talk, but ideally we are not allowed to talk, because while talking some of the microbes are released from our mouth and they may hinder the process. Okay, and the second thing is nutrient agar. Okay, so while doing this, nutrient agar is very you can say that tends to solidify if it gets colder. Okay, but so it has that little range of temperature where it can be used. So what happens, that should be hot enough to be in liquid state, and even that at that temperature it shouldn't kill the microbes. Okay, we are using that as nutrient medium, right, for microorganisms to grow. but that shouldn't kill them. It should be that hot. Okay, so unfortunately this is not a very good example of the growth, but anyway I will show you. Okay, this plate has little bit better growth, so you need to put this in the cubic colony counter, and okay, there are certain set of rules. Okay, so with which you need to find out the particular that number of microbes that are present in the plate. Okay, the in terms of CFUs, it cannot be explained in video anyway. Just read if you get any idea. In next semester when you come here, we will try to do this practical again. So okay, this was our last experiment, so hope we'll meet you in next semester. Okay, and if you do have any doubt or query about the experiments, you can call Latkar ma'am. Okay, bye bye, thank you.